I'm like pressing it a third.
Yeah, you're not even pressing it.
I'm like barely pressing it, and it just like, it screams at you.
Yeah, so like you're already going 90 and you can't even tell.
I can't even feel it now. Car is really smooth. Just got back from driving the Ferrari. Had an amazing time. Here's how this happened. I was playing basketball and someone kicked my big toe and it's almost like fully healed. I was going in for a checkup appointment after like 6 months with this podiatrist and we got to talking. I don't know why it got brought up or how it got brought up, but basically me saying something to the effect of, oh, you know, I like supercars. I haven't driven one yet, but I hope to down the road. Would love to own one day. And he goes, well, I have a Ferrari. Like, you can come drive it whenever. I was like, what? What are you talking about? I followed up. He came through and it was amazing. So shout out to Dr. Sheth. Thank you for a really awesome day. It's not like I'm some super MVP VIP patient that has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to earn a free drive of his Ferrari. Just like a casual patient. I'll let the video speak for itself. Sashir.
What's up, Jared?
Good to see you, man.
Welcome to my house.
Thank you for this amazing opportunity to drive this Ferrari 296. And the year is 2025, you said?
So 2025.
The engine.
So it's basically right behind your seat when you're driving. You're like basically sitting on top of the engine. Yeah, you feel it.
You said the horsepower is how much?
It's almost 900 to the rear wheels.
That's a pretty fast car. You don't even floor it because it'll just spin out. Like that's how powerful it is.
Yeah, it's a dangerous car, you know? If you recall a couple months ago, the Call of Duty guy,
this is what he wrecked?
This is what he crashed, yeah.
Wow, and obviously killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will be careful driving it for sure.
Jared, this is all yours today.
Awesome. How do I even start this thing?
Yeah,
Let's
so
see.
I'll explain it to you. So
yeah.
Jump in, and getting in and out is not graceful at all, so I think you handled that pretty well.
Okay.
Just press engine start, don't hit the brake. Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, just press that. These are your driving modes here. So right now this is EV, hybrid. We'll put it on race mode, and then whenever you're ready, hold the brake and then press engine start.
Okay, ready? Oh my goodness. It is so loud. Okay.
Time adjust what you need to adjust. And,
all right, ready? The convertible is so nice. Really trying to be mindful of bumps, you know?
Yeah, you're good on bumps here. It's like when you hit the Santa Monica streets, that's when it gets a little tricky.
It really picks up.
And I mean, look at your RPMs, they're so low. Like,
right.
you know, imagine getting it up to like 7,000, 8,000 RPMs.
I know, this car is like sleeping.
Yeah, it's sleeping. It's like...
Yeah. Yeah, this thing is fast, dude. I barely was touching it. You're a chill guy, dude. I appreciate you're a chill ass dude.
I'm a normal guy, man. I could be doing what I'm doing in a different country as on a volunteer basis, you know, as an alternative. For example, you know, we're a part of St. John's Hospital, right? So myself and Dr. Patel were the only doctors they consult for foot and ankle stuff, right? And so it's not like if a patient doesn't have insurance or is unable to pay, you're gonna make a left here, or is unable to pay, it's not like we're declining them service. You know, we're doing surgery, we're treating them in the office for free because they don't have insurance. We're not asking for payment or anything because they can't afford it, right? And so that's a little bit of charity work that I do to give back to the community, right? And that kind of keeps me a little grounded.
I'll pull over and we'll switch.
It gets crazy.
Yeah.
I got you. Hey, how's it going?
Park anywhere you want, man.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right. We made it to the car meet, dude. Not a bad view with supercars and the beach in the background.
The guy that runs Zuma, this guy right here.
Right. You were telling me how you randomly were like, yeah, I was broke like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand.
I mean, it's kind of a long story. I went through med school and residency, college, all that. I was very lucky to have my parents' support. They were pretty well off, and you know, they got me through school and everything. And then I was on my own, right? I was practicing for a little bit in Northern Virginia, where you're from, and this was right after COVID, and you know, I kind of wanted to do my own thing. So me and my buddy, we partnered up and we joined a third person in Houston, Texas. And that's when I learned what failure was. Our business failed, our practice failed. There was a lot of false promises, there's a lot of butting heads. It was first time in business. That's when I kind of hit rock bottom, depleted through all my savings, depleted through everything. I was just recently married, living off of kind of what my wife had saved up. We sold her home to give us a little bit more cash, but nothing looked good. Me and my buddy, we realized within 6 months that this was a failure, and we were scouring across the country for medical practices to get into. I found one here in Santa Monica, and I went to the bank and begged them for a loan.
Do you mind if I ask how much the loan was?
The loan was for $500,000.
Wow.
And they gave it to me because banks like loaning to physicians because they think we have some sort of guarantee. There's no guarantee. I don't know why. They haven't caught on to it yet.
Right.
And so we took the risk. My wife and I piled into the Honda and drove across the country with no money. She was pregnant. Now at that time when we came here, there was no housing. So we were begging people to give us a rental property. That's kind of where it all started 3.5 years ago.
Maybe this is a dumb question. How does a medical practice fail? Like you just didn't get patients, or
so
like what does that mean?
It's just like any other business. You can run it to the ground. It's like a restaurant, right? If your quality is not good, if your services are not good, if your marketing isn't good, if there's too much competition, if you don't know how to run the business, it's going to fail regardless. There's no guarantees, and there's especially no guarantees in medicine. That's why they call it a medical practice. It's not perfect. We practice.
So what did you figure out with this one? Like, I guess you didn't have that one bad business partner, but you had the other one.
So I had the other one who's my best friend. We've known each other since college. And he let me kind of run the business, and he focused more on patient treatment, things like that. And I'm figuring it out every day.
Awesome. You have great Google reviews. Why'd you start your own practice instead of just like joining an existing one?
When you're working for someone, you're making someone else a lot of money.
Right.
They always say W2, W screwed. And so I just wanted to do my own thing, try it out, see if I could do it. And so far it's been pretty successful. It's important to note that I didn't want to like be influenced by some sort of administrator or boss and how to treat patients, because a lot of times this stuff is financially driven and it's not necessarily the best interest for the patient because there's so many puppet strings. Doctors used to be the boss. They used to be able to perform in autonomy. I want to work on being a better person.
Okay.
You know?
What does that entail?
Giving back more to the community, bettering myself, for my family, for my kids, for my wife, you know.
You had lost everything, left the previous practice with kind of your tail between your legs, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure you felt deflated, rock bottom, all that, right?
Yeah.
What made you still be down to take the risk of starting another practice? Why would this be different?
It's a good question. I was considering just going and working for someone else, right? But I figured if not now, when I'm at the bottom, I'm not losing much more. Right. Right? Because I don't have anything else. And so that's kind of why we took the risk of like, boom, just jumping into this. I'm going to, because banks were given, they still give doctors good loans.
But you have a great practice, fortunately.
Yes. We have a good practice, and we're expanding. Right now we're in Santa Monica, we're in Manhattan Beach, we just opened. And then the third location, I'm under an NDA, so I can't say anything, but it's going a little bit south of where we are now. Soon to be cross country.
When did you start this practice?
We closed on the practice December 9th, 2022.
2022?
Yeah.
And then now you're about to open up, you said your third and fourth location.
Yes.
Yeah.
Third and fourth. Yeah.
Wow.
That's what we're working on. Yeah.
Is there any end goal with it? Like, do you eventually want to grow it to X number of practices and sell it, or what?
Exactly. Yeah. That's the end goal. It's financial freedom, right? Being able to spend time with your family and not worry about being at work, right?
Yeah.
And so the goal is to get as many as possible, get them all running appropriately, sell to some private equity firm, and off into the sunset.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think there's something about being in a supercar, driving or riding in one, and palm trees.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. People ask me all the time, like, why did you move to California? I'm an East Coast guy, and my answer is always the palm trees. I remember being in our Honda and we were moving out here, driving across the country, and my wife said, if we ever get a house here, what kind of house would you want? I was like, I don't really care about the house, I just want my own palm tree.
Does your house have palm trees?
We have 4. I have friends who are cardiac surgeons, neurosurgeons, like they see the real life-threatening stuff. I kind of got into foot and ankle because it was a little bit easier. You make people feel better, it's less doom and gloom, but there are times when you are at the life-saving front of it, and it's rare, but there's certain conditions that if you catch, you can save someone's life.
Like a diabetes type thing?
A lot of times diabetes, a lot of serious nasty infections or serious traumas. My partner, Dr. Patel, he's got some great stories. He's definitely goes above and beyond, and we call it limb salvage. Dr. Patel has some crazy cases where he's really been able to save legs that 99% of doctors would have said, okay, we got to just cut this off, you know? Wow. I really gain inspiration from his work when it comes to that. And there's a lot of police here, so just go super slow.
Yeah, where are we?
So this is Dockweiler Beach on the right, and we're kind of near El Segundo.
Okay.
Just stay in this lane. I can film it a little bit.
Dude. Iconic view, man. All right, this is the future. This is what's gonna happen. Supercar that I own down the road, driving down this road.
There you go.
We're calling it. Yeah, calling it. You've made me a convertible fan. This is amazing because it's a super hot day, but the wind, like, it makes it just perfect. The Ferrari's just so mean.
It's very refined.
It's refined, but it's mean when you want it to be.
Lamborghini just looks mean, right? It looks crazy.
Right.
Ferrari's a little bit more subtle.
Which I like.
Yeah.
Because it's already pretty elaborate, or pretty extravagant. But there's a level of restraint.
It's a car that you can just drive to Malibu. It's very comfortable.
It's so comfortable.
Very comfortable.
The steering wheel is so nice.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's really good.
It just feels so good. And the carbon fiber on top.
Yeah.
We never went that fast, but there's shift lights here.
I know about. I've seen those on videos. Yeah.
You're gonna see this building. It's called Manhattan Medical on the right. That's where our other office is. It's a big UCLA sign on it. Okay. It's a really nice building. We've got a dope office there.
This was a great drive. Very peaceful. You made a huge, colossal, complete turnaround in a matter of, call it, 3.5 years, right? 4 years. Did you ever almost throw in the towel?
No, I can't. I have a family. I can't do that. Yeah, and there's times where you're like, man, I don't think I can do this.
How do you feel now?
There's a lot more work to be done. 2 kids to raise. Right now I'm having fun, but I always think like, oh, I need to buckle down. So just kind of pull in here.
Pull in head first?
Yeah, go. Yeah, so you want to do it at as much of an angle as possible. That's how it's not going to scrape. You're fine. Don't worry. And then just kind of pull to the left there. Left. And then straight out.
Okay.
All right.
It's okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. Right there. Boom. And then let me show you what this looks like.
With the thing up. All right, let's see it.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. I love it. That's cool. I like that. It feels completely different.
Yeah, completely different. Feels like a fighter jet now.
Dude, it does. We have one more surprise for the viewers. They don't realize the other car that you have, especially if they're car people. So we're just gonna walk over and look at this thing. The Nissan R34 Skyline in like the most iconic color there is, the blue.
Yeah, this is the baby. Gets the most attention out of anything.
Let's go for a ride?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Let's get it out.
Let's do it. Dude, I totally forgot this was right-wheel drive.
Yeah. One of the first 6 speeds ever in production.
Yeah, such an icon. I've never ridden on the other side.
Yeah.
So this will be fun. All right, I'll let you pull it out.
So whenever we import these from Japan, we try to keep all the Japanese stuff in the car.
Okay. All right, go ahead. What is that? Look at these gauges.
Yeah, this is really cool.
All right, getting in on the left side. This is so ridiculous. Oh, this is so novel.
It's on E85, which is really cheap right now, $3 a gallon. I have a flex fuel kit. In Japan, they run on 100 octane. We don't have 100 octane here. I did flex fuel and all that kind of good stuff to run it on E85 because that's what it gets. Way more power.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is where the fun starts. It just makes lots of different noises. Twin turbo.
Do you feel like you're in the Fast and the Furious in this thing?
Oh, I feel like Paul Walker every time I drive this car.
It's funny because it's the time capsule.
Exactly. Everything's like stock except for this head unit.
If you're a car fan, the cool factor is completely unmatched.
Think about how light it is, and it's running almost 500 horsepower.
Yeah.
You know?
I like the bumpiness. I like the roughness of it.
It's raw.
It's brave to drive on the other side of the road, dude. It's funny. Like,
it's a little odd.
It's just such a gimmick.
Yeah, and like you pull up next to people at the traffic light, they're just like, what the? Yeah, it makes no sense. This is one of the first cars ever produced to have all this information.
Wow.
That it gives you. You know, all these temps and things like that, and your boost.
Picturesque palm tree drive. All right, so Sheer, thank you for letting me drive your beautiful car, being so gracious about it. I really appreciate it.